How's it going? B-ryder here. Just wanted to make a quick update video on my bike. Obviously, I got it running again. I did have a little bit of issues with when I put the bike together with the fuel pump. I had dropped the fuel tank when I had took the bike apart to change this little booger out. So, putting it back together, I dropped it, and apparently I dislodged the fuel pump inside of the fuel tank. So when I put it all back together, it would not start. It took me a few days to try to figure out why the thing wasn't starting. I didn't put two and two together until later, but once I pulled the fuel pump out and realized that it dislodged, I was able to fix it. But it didn't need to replace it, nothing broken. It just needed to be pushed back into place so it can pump fuel right. Got it running. I've rode it for maybe almost 1,000 miles. Everything's running great, man. No issues, no hesitation. I went ahead, and this is my first time. I live in a dirt road, man. It's pretty dirty. So, like, my bike runs in this crap all day long, every day when I'm riding it. So my chains get dirty pretty quickly. That probably was what contributed to my output shaft getting worn out so quickly. Anyway, I just wanted to check on it. You know, it's been about 1,200 miles or so. See how it's doing, and as you can see, there ain't a thing wrong with it. I mean, it doesn't look worn at all. Looks still brand new from the factory. It was really oily. I checked the little oil spacer ring, and it seems to be fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything looks good. I mean, it just goes in like right here. You just kind of wiggle it on there, and that holds spacing. Yeah. Whoa, that was cool. Sprocket looks beautiful. Minus it being a little dirty, everything's good. The chain's dirty. Obviously, it gets dirty pretty quick. I'm about to, clean it and lube it and everything. But just want to give everybody an update. I did get a comment in the comment section about doing an oil change. I don't quite need one yet, but I will do it. I mean, I guess I can go over it, but I might make a more detailed video later. I mean, it's pretty basic, guys. I mean, just like any other thing with a motor. This is your drain plug right here. You just want to take it out and drain the fuel. Here's where the pain in the butt with Hyosung is. There's also this little thing right here, and this right here is also a drain plug, but this little plate right here has 3 bolts in it, and they're very difficult to get to when you got the muffler on. But inside of that is a little mesh screen, and it's supposed to catch your bigger debris before it goes to the filter, I guess. I find that pretty useless. I mean, I have cleaned it the first couple of oil changes I did on this bike, but after the first one, I never found anything abnormal on that. So I've cleaned it. I cleaned it this recently when I had the motor pulled apart, just because it was easy to get to without a muffler and anything on it. I did it that way. But honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think that little mesh screen that's inside of this thing is that important to change out. I really don't. You could just basically take this drain plug out, let it drain out. Yeah, you're going to get some on the muffler, wipe it up as much as possible. And it'll smoke a little bit the first time you fire it up. I mean, it's unavoidable, really. And then right here is your oil filter. It's hard to see, but there's a nice little nut on those oil filters. This is what I got. This is what fits Hyosung. I don't get Hyosung filters. I get these high flow HF 197. Let me focus in here. Anyway, and I mean, it says, here we go. It says right on there, if the thing will focus. There we go. It says Hyosung. So, I mean, this is what I use. They're good filters. They have a nut on the end of them that makes it real easy to take the thing off. And it takes like 1.3 quarts or something, a little bit more than a quart. I mean, I'll do a more specific video on it if you guys really want to know. But I mean, it's just an oil change. I mean, it's pretty basic, but I will do it if that's what people want. Other than that, that's it, guys. I mean, you know, stay riding. I'd like to hear from more people that possibly have this bike or other Hyosungs. Just to get their feedback on stuff would be great. But B-ryder out.